You mentioned Zeljko. You have been for so long his assistant. What was it like to be the assistant of Zeljko Bradovic?
Well, like I think that the most important thing out there it was that we have last long stayed 13 years as associates because both of us realize, and especially myself, what is the the areas you can influence or being a good assistant, being a coach into the court, and at the same time, Zeljko giving me allow me to have my floor and to actually coach the team, being a part of recruiting, being a part of the major decisions. So we were working like one. So he gave me a lot of rights. So I was like having the treatment of a head coach over there. That doesn't. It's not given. You need to bring with you experience, knowledge, work ethics, and all this stuff. So I think that the fact that we match and we stayed it so long is because we understood each other. Like even when we watch each other. Now, the other hand, I was not the yes man. Each and everyone in life, for whatever decision you have to make, you always have that: should I go there or not? You have the not. So you have to justify the other idea, and you have a voices in yourself. Like today in the morning, I don't know how much you thought about wearing this white T-shirt or not. Okay, or those shoes or that, or should I go there? Should I date this lady? Should I marry that girl? Should I take this car? Should I take this? So I was the voice that justifying the other part of the thinking. So it comes loud out and it comes justified. So it's not only okay. Should I play that defense? Should I play that guy? Should I sign that guy? Okay, so let's have the justification why yes or why not. And I think this is something that it's coming back again to the synergy, fulfilling the expectations that the head coach has. Pretty much now, me because before Zeljko, I was the head coach as well in the team. See, the youngest head coach in PAOK or Ment or in Filipos or in KK Zagreb. So what I'm asking from the assistant coaches, the associates, is to challenge me, not just to be the yes man. We can agree. It's nothing bad to agree on something. But at the same time, I need some ideas which are justified and not just, okay, I have a different idea just because I want to go against you. I have nothing, against new ideas as soon as they're justified and they have the why over there.
But it seems like, like the perfect recipe to succeed, having an assistant coach that challenges you. But when you have Zeljko and you, two very strong personalities that don't seem to agree on one element, how does that get solved,
You don't see that live.
Really?
You don't see that live. And you get, I don't know, from 13 years, you can get a game. You don't see that we have arguments like Zeljko goes against me or something. Like it looks like we fight, but it's not that. It's basketball talking. It's a little bit more of the emotions that are going out, and it looks like that, but it's not. Also me, maybe I going talking to assistant coach, why we choose this, why we chose this, why like this gives us that, justify me the numbers. But you're not gonna see us like to fight. When we go in the locker room or in the closed doors, we might have a fight, but this is only for us.
To the public.
When we're going out, we're going with one idea. It doesn't matter whose idea is. Like we're going with one idea, and we're going to support that. I'm not going to go to a player and say, that's my idea. To get a credit, or he goes against. That's. I'm sorry. That's a BS. Okay, that's a completely BS. We're going with one, because over there you have to assist. You have to help the head coach that he has a lot of job to do, a lot of things to watch, and he cannot watch it all. So he needs to trust his coaching staff and each and everyone. If he brings something to the table, that percentage, then we have like from the coaching staff the 100%.
Yeah. Is it also about not showing weaknesses about your group in public and resolve it behind closed doors?
Well, I wouldn't say that this is a weakness. Basketball late professor that he had worked with Zeljko and also had the privilege to get to know him. I'm sorry, I'm talking about Alexander Nikolic late. So he was talking that nothing is wrong in basketball as soon as you try it and as soon as you practice it. So if you don't make substitutions, if you don't try it, then it's wrong. Because there is one saying that I like to say that, when and allow me, I don't know, I'm talking out to the camera, I will look a little bit that I'm talking about the death, but all of a sudden, at the end of our life, let's say when we have 100 years old, we gotta live from this life, and as soon as we don't have regrets for the ideas we haven't brought in life, for the talent we haven't brought in action, for the courage to go out there and do new stuff, then I don't want to have regrets. So let's try things, and if it doesn't work, I'm not gonna be stubborn. Let's change it. There are so many ideas out there. Anyhow, you have heard so many times that failures is a beginning of success, or it's the way you seeing on things, is the way you accept the whatever failure was, and then you move on from there, and then you create something good.
You have been for so long, like you said, his right hand, let's say, I think more than an assistant. But we had Sasha Bradovic on the podcast, like we told you before, and he told us that when you're an assistant, or let's say start as an assistant your career, it's very hard to become eventually a head coach. Do you agree with that, or not at all? Obviously, it was different for you because you have been a head coach before, but then for being so long an assistant, after the head coach,
I'm
adjustments.
happy that also Sasha had called me major times while he was a player, or he was making a transition, to ask some suggestions. So that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Because he had a great relation with Tomasic. Tomasic was our player, so we had a good relation. I had a great relation with Sasha, so that's nothing wrong.
Yeah.
I've been already in the game for more than 30 years, and it was pretty much a constant decision, like a clear decision on teaching. That's what was attracting me that much. That's why I studied the game. That's why I finished my university. I haven't played the highest level like Sasha or Zeljko, but I was coaching since I was born, I can say. So that's nothing. There is no blueprint out there to explain what you have to do. What is tough? It's tough is to accept the role you have and to try to fulfill the expectations and to bring even more. You're not gonna be like in a box. You say, okay, I did finish my job. I write my report. I give it to my supervisor, and I'm done. Like that was not me. I was trying to find new ways on how we can become better, and I like because we're talking for these things in order for the new generations to understand, and as well yourself. I'm coming from the years that I have to go to the VHS and put the VHS and make a scouting report, running the tape. And then in order to make a scouting report for, 5 games that I already scout, I need to put again the VHS, run it to 1 hour, 3 minutes and 15 seconds, take one clip, then rewind it back. And then it takes that time, it's not now in computer, you go like you do over here, all the mechanics, you run, but
you feel
and
the
in 2
energy.
hours you finish all the editing and everything. Like for me doing the editing, it takes like sleepless
not a lot of
days
sleep.
and hours and nights and whatever it is. So I like that this transition became, we went to the DVDs, and then we went to the digital format, and now everything's pretty much you click and you have all the pick and rolls of X player. That was not like this back then. You had to spend a lot of time to study the game. So it helped me, and I say that to the new generations. Now we have it even more easier, so you need to spend more time to analyze. If you spend more time to analyze, then you understand the strategy of the other coach, then you pretty much establish your own philosophy. If you are in a position to adopt things or reject things, means that you already established some kind of a philosophy for yourself.